Hey everybody, thanks for joining us today. I'm Crystal with Rehab Dynamics, and today I have Shane with us, who is the owner of CrossFit No Surrender in Covington. Hey Shane, thanks for being with us today.
Hey, yeah, thanks for having me.
Awesome. So I wanted to meet Shane because I recently went to his CrossFit No Surrender, and I really didn't know what CrossFit was, and I had this perception that it was all like really fit people, and you couldn't do it unless you were really fit, and it was really eye-opening to see like that it can be for everyone, and different age groups, different fitness levels, even people with injuries. So I wanted Shane to tell y'all a little bit today about what is CrossFit and a little bit about his CrossFit place. So go ahead, Shane.
All right. Like Crystal was saying, I own CrossFit No Surrender. We've been open for almost 9 years now. I think CrossFit kind of has a bad rep because the people get wrapped up in what they see on the internet. So, I tell everybody, if you Google CrossFit, you see these monster athletes, which, there are some. However, in my particular gym, we're all middle-aged. We're just trying to stay fit. I tell everybody that, all the workouts are totally scalable. So I use my father-in-law as an example. He's 65, has had double knee replacement, and has lost 40 pounds doing CrossFit. So when we run, he rows. When we do box jumps, we have him do step-ups. So it's totally scalable. And we don't ever, and when I say we, I'm talking about CrossFit No Surrender, because every individual CrossFit is ran as such. We start everybody at the ground level, so we have them do squats, because if they can't squat correctly, we're not going to start putting a load on their back or on their front rack position or overhead. So like the basis of most of the moves are a squat. And then as they're getting it, we just keep them going. So, retention is typically pretty good. I think most people, once they come in, they realize, oh, I can do this. It's not just, professional athletes doing this. There's stay-at-home moms. There's 65-year-old ladies who had never worked out that are doing this. There's injured people that we scale for.
Right. Yeah, I think that was one of the things that I was talking to some of his clients with while I was there, is that a lot of them started there for one reason or another, just to lose weight or something, but then they ended up, most of them had been there a couple of years just because they love it. So yeah. That's really cool. So so every CrossFit gym's different, or if somebody goes to CrossFit at your place versus somewhere else, are they going to get something different?
Yeah, they'll probably get something different. I mean, the what's the word I'm looking for? The basis of it is the same, but everyone is ran different. I'm not a firm believer that if I see people on the CrossFit Games doing handstand walks, that we need to do handstand walks at CrossFit No Surrender. Just mainly because most of my clientele doesn't need to be doing handstand walks. Do they need to get inverted? Yeah, maybe so, and work some shoulder stability and mobility and strength. But just because it's on the CrossFit Games doesn't mean I'm going to program it. Some other affiliates have different philosophies.
Got it. So tell me a little bit about what a workout could consist of, like how long it is, like is it total body, is it cardio, like what could somebody expect for a CrossFit workout?
Yeah, so typically what we'll do is Fridays are normally our harder workouts, so I'll start Friday and kind of back plan. But yeah, you're looking at total body. If we're doing pull-ups on Friday, I try not to do any of the pulling motions as far as ring muscle-ups, bar muscle-ups, I just because I don't want to injure shoulders. But the average class from beginning, so from the time the coach gets everybody together and says, hey, let's warm up, until they're out the door, warm up, work out, cool down, is about 45 minutes. Some are more intense, but the good thing about it is the clients, they can control the intensity. So, if they're not feeling it totally that day, they just dial down the intensity a little bit, Some workouts are time-based. So we'll say, hey, do as many rounds of A, B, and C as you can in 15 minutes. Some are task-based. So we'll say, hey, do 3 rounds of this. So, it's just different styles of working out.
Awesome. And you mentioned coaches. So how many coaches to, what's the normal class size?
And my gym, the class size is probably 12 to 15 per.
So you're able to walk around and help correct and, get
Right. Yeah.
ideas. If
Now,
somebody's hurting
yeah,
with
like
something, they can get
right
direction.
now, and I tell everybody, I mean, we can't be everywhere with every 15, athletes. So, does injury happen? Yeah, sometimes. I mean, but that's any sport. I feel. If we have more than 20 people in a class, we'll typically have two coaches. So, we kind of split them up, say, hey, you watch one half, I watch the other half. But typically it's about 15 people, and we just work, we correct. We normally the coach will warm up everybody. They'll go over the workout. They'll go over the scale. They'll go over any concerns, any recommendations, maybe how they should attack the workout. So it's you're getting it all from that one coach.
Got it. And if somebody wanted a one-on-one until they felt comfortable with the workout, do y'all offer that as
We
well?
do. Yeah, we do. Right now we're doing, we have a special. It's 30 days for $30. So we're getting them in. They have full access to the schedule, but they don't do all the weighted moves. The thought of that is just kind of like show them, hey, CrossFit's doable. They're seeing people in the gym that, maybe they're like, oh, I'm on that level, and they're doing it. And then after their first 30 days, they'll schedule a fundamentals class with whatever coach they feel more comfortable with. And then we'll do as long as they need, or, we'll do one-on-ones with the fundamental lifting.
Is that what the typical person comes in as, or is that just like the special? Like, can you
No.
come in and start with the class, or does everybody get that fundamental class first?
Yeah, everybody will get it, but typically they'll come in and do the first 30 days, and we'll just keep them limited to body weight movements, running, rowing. But if they feel comfortable doing box jumps, we'll let them do box jumps. But none of the really complex weighted moves, like none of the deadlifting, none of the power cleans. We'll let them do some pressing, but keeping it really, really light, maybe even PVC pipe. But just letting them feel what it feels like how a class runs. And then if they want to do it, then they sign up for a membership, and then that's when we'll do fundamentals.
Gotcha. And then if somebody was mainly coming to you more so to lose weight, do you offer any nutrition services?
Yeah, we do. Typically what I'll do is I'll tell everybody, give me a 3-day log, and I tell them I don't care what you're eating. If you're eating a Snickers at midnight, let me see it. And then just make small adjustments. Like I've had people come and they're drinking a 6-pack of Coke, and so we'll start with, hey, let's not go from Coke to water, because we're setting you for failure right away. Even though, would it be great? Yes. But maybe let's do some Diet Coke, and then shrink the numbers down, and then just, like small moves. If they've plateaued out, then we'll write some meal plans for them. What I'll do is I'll typically give them a sheet of foods and they just highlight what they like, and I'll do a meal plan off of that.
Awesome. So in a combination maybe with the meal plan and working out, how many times a week do you recommend that your clients come in to work out?
I tell them to start about 3 days a week, but listen to their body. So if they're, if we did a really a leg heavy workout, and on that third day they're overly sore, to where they're having trouble walk, maybe just stretch at home, or do a yoga class, or go for a walk, or run on their own. So typically 3 days, but also to listen to their body. If they feel good on the fourth day, then come in on the fourth day.
Right. And you said you sell memberships and not necessarily classes, correct?
Right. Well, we do have classes. Like we have a punch card. But I try not to push that, because one, it is expensive, but two, you're not going to see anything with 10 classes. It's just, that's why I went to the 30 days for $30. It gives you a full month for $30, and then you're going to know if this place is for you. Because I tell everybody, you'll know home when you hit it. If
Right.
you get here and you love it, and you love our personality, and you love our vibe, it's going to sell itself.
Definitely. So currently I know y'all are located right beside Abita Roasting in Covington. But I know you're building or having another building opening soon. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we're at 625 Plaza Drive, literally a stone's throw from Abita Roasting. We're moving to 310 Boston. We're moving to a brand new facility. It's going to be about 9,000 square feet. We're going to have men and lady showers. We're going to have man child care. We're going to have some kid style classes. We're going to have CrossFit Kids. We're going to have an employee in there watching people's kids, so they can come in, drop the kids, which will be an additional cost, but it's, it will be a service. And it's at 310 Boston.
Awesome. And when is that one opening?
We're hoping to get the keys this week.
Oh,
So
awesome.
yeah, we're pretty. It's been a little headache, but we're getting it done. Like I said, we're hoping Thursday or Friday maybe get the keys. If not, next week, and then just start moving stuff in, assuming all the permit goes the right way.
Okay. So as we're wrapping up, anything else you want to tell everybody that's watching today? Anything that makes y'all special or anything?
Yeah, I mean, I tell everybody, like, I haven't been to a lot of CrossFit gyms just because normally when I'm on vacation, I'll work out on the beach or I do my own thing. But I know we are special at CrossFit No Surrender, and it has nothing to do with me. I tell everybody, if it was just me, it would be an empty building with one person in it. I wouldn't have been open 9 years. I use our fundraiser as an example. This year was the first year we didn't do it in 7 years. But last 2 years ago, we do our annual fundraiser, which was the 24 and 24, and we did 24 workouts in 24 hours, and 100% of all the money we raised for Mary Bird Perkins 2 years ago, and the gym was able to raise $93,000, and that has nothing to do with me. I mean, like I said, if it was just me, that's members hustling money. Nobody will ever come in and not be, everybody will walk up, introduce yourself. Because we understand it's, CrossFit's intimidating. But when you come in and you don't know anybody and nobody says hello, nobody asks you your name, that's not who we are. We're a family. We do stuff together. We do barbecues. We just really have a really great group.
That's awesome. And it definitely helps with accountability too. Knowing somebody's
going. Yeah, oh yeah, and they do. It's funny. I find them texting each other. Hey, are you going at 8:30 today? And so sometimes the 8:30 crew will be a little light, but they'll show up at 12:30. So they text each other. Hey, I'm not going to 8:30. Meet me at 12:30. Which is really cool.
We forgot to address that. Tell me times and days y'all are open or available.
Okay, so the schedule is online at CrossFitNoSurrender.com, so it's kind of crazy right now. But I'll tell you, in our new location, we'll have 5 a.m., 6:30, 8:30. We'll have open gym, which means you can come in and do the workout, or you can come in and lift. There'll be somebody there to facilitate that from 9:30 to 11:30. Then we'll have a 12:30 class. Then we'll have 4:30, 5:30, 6:30 every day.
So plenty of options.
Yeah, and then the HIIT classes will probably be Monday and Tuesday at 5:30 in the morning, and then Tuesday and Thursday at 5:30 in the morning, Monday and Wednesday at 5:30 in the evening, and then as it grows, we'll add more. And still kind of working on what time we're going to offer childcare and CrossFit Kids, because I just want to see when's the best for current members right now.
Right. So everyone, don't forget that he is running a special just through the end of this month. 30 days for $30.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll probably get rid of it when we move into the new location. So we may hold it to the end of the month. If somebody comes in soon, we'll honor it.
And then the best way to sign up, is it to call you or to go onto your website?
Go onto the website. All the information's on there. Just give us a call.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Shane. Appreciate you coming to hang out with us today. And if y'all ever have any questions, feel free to reach out to him.